In this video, we're going to show you how we went about creating our multi-deco number font. And once you see the process, you're going to see, geez, that is just too easy. And it actually is quite easy to do here inside CorelDRAW. And of course, with our little companion here of the Easy Stone, we'll be able to knock this out really in just a matter of a couple of minutes. Which might surprise you because it seems like it would be complicated, but it's actually very, very simple. Now we're going to make a variation of the original number font because what we're going to do is we're going to create an 8-inch version with SS16 stones. Originally we created a 6.5-inch version with SS10 stones, but I have a particular project in mind where I need a bigger number and I like bigger rhinestones. So let me show you how we go about doing it. So first, just type out your numbers. So we're just typing out 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's our numbers. Then what we're going to do is come over here to the Fonts tab here in Easy Stone and go to the Font Manager. And there's a particular font that I use all the time. So here on all fonts, we're going to type in FLF, and there's our collegiate black font right there. So let's go ahead and make that a little bit bigger, stretch that down a little bit as well. I just think they're a little bit too pudgy, so I just make them a little bit thin. Alright, so now we're going to select our text, grab our text spacing tool, give a little bit of space in between our numbers. Not that we really need to, I just want to. Alright, let's convert our numbers from a text object to a curve object by clicking this button right here, Convert to Curves. And then we're going to set the height of our numbers. We want 8-inch numbers. So now we have our 8-inch numbers. Alright, so now the fun part, the easy part, is creating a little channel for our rhinestones to sit into. So let me show you how it's done. We select the whole group of numbers. We go to our Contour tab, and we're going to type in 0.25, or we could even use a fraction, which is really cool. We can use fractions here inside CorelDRAW, and it'll figure out what the decimal equivalent is for us automatically. Isn't that cool? Alright, so now we have the contour. So now we're going to break that contour group apart. Now the next contour that we're doing, that's the channel. Now we're going to be using SS16 stones for this particular setup, and in Easy Stone our SS16 stone size is 4.8 millimeters. So my channel that I'm going to create a 6 millimeter channel. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to click on our Contour tab again. We're going to pick a different random color, and we're going to specify this to be 6 mm. So we can actually overwrite the default inch value and tell it we want to offset 6 millimeters. And go ahead and hit enter. And now we have a 6 millimeter difference. So this pink right here is 6 millimeters wide. Okay? So now what we're going to do is right click on this yellow, break contour group apart. Go back to the pink shape. So now we need to find the center point of our channel, which is 3 millimeters, and that's where our stones are going to sit. So let's create that path. So back to our contour tool, pick our different random color, something different, I don't know. Let's pick black, what the heck. And now we're going to set that offset to be 3 millimeters. And now you can see that has been set as well. So we're going to select our black, right click and break it apart. Alright. So now we have to kind of put all these pieces together and figure out what the heck is what here. Alright, so what we want to do is take our pink, hold our shift key down, select black, and trim. Okay, now if we delete pink, we should see a big old hole in black, but we don't. And this is a good thing because it happens quite frequently here in CorelDRAW, and it gives me the opportunity to tell you how to fix it. So anytime that you're trying to trim one object from another, and you do the trim function and nothing seemingly happens, it's a really easy fix. Double click on pink. What that does is it switches you over to your shape tool, and when you switch over to your shape tool, then you have this option, which is reverse direction. You click on that, again nothing seemingly happens. However, if we take our pink and our black and trim now, and then delete our pink, now we have the whole cut. Now, here's the cool thing that we kind of created on accident. Isn't that a good looking number for a 2-color number? So what I would probably do is I'd scroll this way. we can come back to that and use that, because I think that is a pretty nice looking two-color number if we wanted to just do regular heat transfer vinyl, or even if we want to use a glitter vinyl. It's a good looking number. Alright, so now that we have all of that done, all that's left to do is add our stones. And we're going to select the inside black piece, come back over here to Easy Stone. We already have our SS16 stone specified, and our spacing between stones. Come to the Stone tab, hold down the Alt key, and click on Add Stones. Now, holding the Alt key, what does that actually do? What that does is the same thing as Detect Corners. So it's going to place a stone at every sharp corner in the design. So Alt, Add Stones. And it'll go ahead and add those stones for us. So you can see it did a pretty good job of adding stones, and you can see right there at the corners it's all set to go. Alright? So now the next thing to do is to just back out a little bit, select everything, and we're going to delete our stone paths. And then once we've deleted our stone paths, we're going to check for overlapping stones. So select the whole lot and choose right here C, check spacing. And there's quite a few stones here, so it'll have to go through, search all the stones, and it found 200 stones that are overlapping one another, so we'll go ahead and dispose of those. And something happened there that shouldn't have happened. Let's see here. Because it deleted our outline numbers as well. So let's try that again. We'll try check spacing again. There's 179 objects, and then we'll do another portion, and it found 20. Alright, so now we don't have any overlapping stones, and all of our outlines have all stayed intact. So there is a bit of editing to do, but we have some really useful tools here at Easy Stone that's going to make the process a lot easier. So first of all, in the middle here, I think we're going to add one stone, so hit the plus key on our keyboard. That duplicates it, and then we're going to select this stone and hit S. That will select those intermediate stones, and then we can right-click, and we have a kind of a weird result, but no problem. We'll just select them both. Right-click again. Same thing over here. Plus key, selection. It didn't select these two in the middle, so we're going to right-click, and you can see it'll go ahead and spread those stones apart for us like that. And that is all the adjustments we need to do to 0. Now what are we going to do here in 1? Well, in 1, tell you what, let's see if we can, there's a pretty good gap here, but what if we just made a duplicate and we hit V for vertical? Tight spacing, we have to decide which we like. I'm going to leave it the way it was originally. So we'll go ahead and leave that. Now down here I think we can fit a stone horizontally. So let's go ahead and just select those and hit H. Again, tight spacing. Maybe we'll leave it the way it was originally. Let's try this one. Just hit the plus key on our keyboard and hit H. That's not quite as tight as spacing, so I think we'll go ahead and leave that. And you know, we have you know, to make those calls, make those judgment calls of what we want to do. But I think for now we'll just go ahead and leave our 1 just the way it is. Take a look at 2. I think 2 looks pretty good. Take a look at 3. I think 3 we're going to go ahead and hit the plus key. Hit V for vertical. Add an extra stone there. This I would probably handle differently just because of the gap. So probably what I would do is pull this one down. Pull this one down. And right click on V to kind of space these out a little bit. I'll just kind of finesse that till I like it just the way I want it. So maybe something along those lines. And just that little tiny tweak there makes that look a little bit better. Here we can add a stone. So we'll hit the plus key. We'll select this stone, hold the shift key and select this one and hit S and then V. Right? And then same thing here, we'll probably move this over, move this over, move this down, and kind of going against the grain a little bit because we said, hey, at every corner place a stone, but I just think that arrangement probably looks a bit better. Here, we'll go ahead and add a stone. Select all the in-between stones, V for vertical. And then we have a decision to make here. Same kind of thing. H. And then same thing here. We'll add a stone. Selection and then right click on H. Here we'll have to move the stone down a bit. And I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and just spread these out. I think that's the best result there. Here we'll go ahead and add a stone. Sometimes you will get those rare results. Don't know why, but we'll go ahead and just fix it that way. So we'll select and then right click on H. Now these are pretty tight, but you got to give a little somewhere. So sometimes that's just how it works out. So then obviously our 4 here needs a bit of help. We need to fix him up, and we'll fix him up in a separate video. I'll show you what we do there. But we'll go ahead and finish out 5 here. So that took care of that. That looks good. We'll go ahead and plus key, select these 2. Takes care of that. Same thing here. This is pretty tight, but I think we'll just go ahead and we'll hit the plus key on this stone. Select this one, shift key. We got a weird result again here. No problem. That'll just set that right into place for us there. Let's see, number 6 here. What are we going to do with number 6? Well, same kind of thing, I think, as we did previously. We're just going to select these 3, and we're going to right-click, and then we're going to just nudge. Here we're going to add an extra stone, V for vertical spacing. That looks pretty good. Plus key. Select this one, and S, and right-click on H. We get the weird result again. Select them both. Right-click on H. Plus key on the middle stone. Select either end. There we go. So that takes care of our 6. 7 is good as is. 8, pretty good as is, although down here, we're going to hit the plus key, select the stone on either side, S, right click on H, of course, gives us that same weird result. S, right click on H, plus key in the middle stone, select either side, S, and then right click on H. That takes care of that. We're going to go ahead and hit the plus key here, select either stone, S, and right click on H. Of course, we get the weird result. So S, right click on H again. Then here we'll hit the plus key again. Select S, right click on H. Plus key, make a selection, right click on H. Right click on H, and of course we get the weird result again. Alright, so now, let's see here. I do think I want to add one more stone vertically here. So let's select both. Yeah, that definitely looks a lot better. Okay, so I guess we're going to do the same thing here as well then. Let's go ahead and select one stone, select, that selects all the in-between stones, and then right click on H, lines them all up. Plus key to make a duplicate stone. There we go. So that takes care of 8. 9 is pretty good, except right here. We're going to move this up, pull this down. We're just going to manually place this one. and right click on H. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then we'll duplicate this stone. Select them both. That takes care of that. And maybe we can fit one in here. I don't know. V for vertical. It's a tight space, but I think that looks better than the alternative. Alright, so we're going to take our yellow and our black, and we're going to combine that together as one now. And now you can see we have all of our numbers done, with the exception of the number 4, which we would have to come in and do a bit more editing to. And obviously I see down here too, it's a little bit tight of a space there as well. See, those are touching. So we'd probably extend this bottom of our 4 out a little bit, so it's more similar to the look of our number 1 over here. So with a little bit more editing, we can really fine-tune the exact result that we get. But you can see it is fairly simple process to do here inside EasyStone as well as CorelDRAW. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little something about the process of creating these multi-deco fonts. Thanks for watching.